Hello everyone. Our topic is about Bitcoin. Our group members are Kasik, Lakita, and Jin. What is a Bitcoin? Each Bitcoin is basically a computer file which is stored in a digital wallet app on a smartphone or computer. People can send Bitcoins, a part of one, to your digital wallet, and you can send Bitcoins to other people. Every single transaction is recorded in a public list called the blockchain. Bitcoin is a digital currency invented in 2008 by an individual or gathering of individuals utilizing the name Satoshi Nakamoto and began in 2009 when its execution was delivered as open source programming. I'm going to talk about the abstract of our project. Bitcoin is the best digital currency since its initiation in 2009. There are 18.1 million Bitcoins available for use as of December 2019, which generally means 149 billion US dollar. With Bitcoin's significant market capitalization and novel highlights like pseudo-secrecy and changelessness, it draws a lot of consideration from the researchers all over the world. Notwithstanding this huge spotlight towards Bitcoin, it says and researched on account of huge size of Bitcoin data, roughly 250 gigabytes, and the powerlessness to handle this information in a little league, to investigate roles for additional research. This article presents a study of the ongoing headways done with respect to the large information examination of Bitcoin's cryptocurrency. Besides, we propose an analyze framework dependent on the approach head-loop environment. Now I'm going to talk about the authentication. BitID is a decentralized authentication protocol that leverages Bitcoin's wallets as a form of identification and QR codes for service or platform access points. It enables users to access an outline account by verifying themselves with their wallet address and use a mobile device as a privacy key authenticator. So we are concerned about the security, so we will discuss it here. BitIT offers a secure authentication method, such as secure as sending funds through Bitcoins, and it might auto-prevent, allowing logging through an untrusted computer, and anti-phishing protection when using a desktop wallet. There's no third party, and resistant to arbitrary signature requests, and resistant to brute force of dictionary attacks. However, many responsibilities are in the hand of the user. Such like the user has to protect his private key and make backups, and pay attention to the URL, showing in authentic request in order to avoid man-in-the-middle attacks. Finally, if the user loses her private key, there is no native possibility of revoking the authentication access. The only way to revoke the user's identity is then to establish a back-channel communication with the website using email, security questions, or a password. Next, I'm going to talk about the types of attacks in various Bitcoin management technologies. This table showed the types of attack occurred in different types of wallet. For example, bait and switch attacks, SPV wallet, and bank exchange wallet. Direct theft attacks bank exchange wallet only. Fabrication transaction attacked partially SPV wallet and bank exchange wallet. The chain hijacking and intentional transaction suppression. Intentional transaction suppression attacks SPV and bank exchange wallet, where the rewriting chain attacks all of the three wallets.
Hi, my name is Likita and I'm gonna explain about Bitcoin tools. So there are many Bitcoin tools. These are some of the examples of Bitcoin tools. So I'm going to explain about some of the Bitcoin tools like exchange price converter, cash address converter, and SLP dividend, paper wallet, and Bitcoin cash faucet. So basically, exchange tool is about securely buy, sell, and build your cryptocurrency portfolio. And price converter is all about converting the current or historical Bitcoin cash into Bitcoin prices into fiat currency. And cash address converter quickly converts your Bitcoin cash address into the cash address or legacy format. And SLP dividend calculator builds a transaction to send dividend payments to SLP token holders. And paper wallet is used to print your Bitcoin onto a paper wallet, and it can be shared to friends and family or to the store through offline. Bitcoin Cash Faucet is used to try Bitcoin Cash for free through our faucet, which sends a small amount to you. So Bitcoin Tools is a Python library created for teaching and researching purpose. The main objective is to fold and understand the Bitcoin transaction creation and also to document and code the Python code and to provide a tool to able to create customer transactions and scripts through some public keys used like script public key, and it should be readable and it can be created using script syntax, and these tools are finally accessed and analyzed through interesting data. And Bitcoin tools Bitcoin allows you to create and manage the Bitcoin keys, creation of Bitcoin transactions from scratch, customize any field of your transaction, and serialization and deserialization of your transactions, creation of standard and custom scripts through scriptsig and script public key, transaction analysis from hex encoded transactions. Additionally, Bitcoin tools contain statistical analysis tools for UTXO set under analysis state. So I'm going to discuss about Bitcoin access control. Access control systems are used in computer security or valuable resources. This paper proposes a new approach in the blockchain technologies by using the Bitcoin for access control and allow the distributed transfer of such right among the users. So vulnerability assessment and penetration testing of a Bitcoin. So vulnerability assessment tools discovers which vulnerabilities are present, and they do not differentiate between the flaws and that can be exploited to cause damage, and they cannot. Vulnerability scanners alert companies to pre-existing the flaws in the code, and also penetration test explains about the vulnerabilities in a system to determine whether another unauthorized persons access it or malicious activity is possible, and to identify the flaws in the application. Now I'm going to explain about Bitcoin core architecture. In Bitcoin core architecture, um, this is the connection manager, where connection manager connects with peer discover, peers, wallets, RPC, and RPC connects to application. So connection manager also connects to text blocks, mempool, miner, validation engine, storage engine, all those. So connection manager connects to various blocks, and network connects to peer discovery, which peer discovery connects to peer, and it connects to manager. And there are some of the blocks, coins, blocks, headers, which are connected to storage engine, which is directly connected to wallet. Through wallet, it is connected to RPC. So RPC is directly connected to the application. So this is the Bitcoin architecture. So these are some of the best Bitcoin applications: Bitcoin Ticker and Spare. Bitcoin Ticker app helps you always to keep track of the Bitcoin price. It displays the current price in the currency of your choosing, and you can even customize. And Spare Bitcoin application allows Bitcoin holders to turn their Bitcoin quickly and conventionally into the cash without using any ATM. Users can request cash and receive a barcode which can take to a store. The cashier scans the code and gives the spare user cash in exchange.
There are many companies that accept Bitcoins. Some of the examples are Microsoft, Starbucks. So Microsoft has been accepting Bitcoins for its online purpose like Xbox Store since 2014. They temporarily took a pause after accepting due to the volatility and again accepting it strictly for the Xbox Store credits. Bill Gates has commented on Bitcoin many times, saying things such as Bitcoin is better than currency. In order to conclude, so the financial aspects of the Bitcoin has always been through the limelight. So there are many tools and platforms that predict the future prices. So the digital currency exchanges have also been analyzed in details. So it is important to note that the wallets are many exchanges are known. So future research can analyze the indirect Bitcoin's volume flows through cryptocurrency exchanges in order to estimate the transaction volume between the countries. So the actual problem is many of the people of many countries don't know about the cryptocurrency and the transactions and the exchanges current through the bitcoins. So we need to educate the people about the exchange and the transactions through bitcoins. It is easier to exchange the bitcoins than to use the currency. Thank you.